Hello there, everybody, and welcome back to episode 18 of Sithlonia, the city that is enslaved to the guild to give away all their wealth that would make them grow. Well, that's at least how the situation is boiling down these days. We have only 1 day of food in our stockpiles. Since the Sixian year has only 16 days, this roughly translates to 1 month of real life time, but this is still by all means not really good. So our main goal for today is going to crank up the food output of the city and make it stable again. At the same time, well, let's just say we tried to get ourselves a steady and good wood income, and what we achieved ain't too bad, but it's just satisfying the needs of one charcoaler. That's all it does. That is quite brutal, but it is what it is, and it cranks out a reliable amount of charcoal on our city. The big problem that I see, though, is that we are suffering right now from a mixture of two things. A lack of export goods. I mean, we currently have like 60 people of our industry bound to the Sithalon mines, which don't yield anything for us. The Sithalon mines are an empty fun, so to speak. So let's do this. So, new areas to live in the mountains, but I don't dare to go for more than what we got. So another option to increase our wallet's fatness would also be to start planting out more cotton. Surely can do, but we still suffer from the fact that, well, cotton is a very, very labor-intense thing. That's what the problem is. And currently, we would be even needing yet another pump, as I recently discovered that with the addition of the pastures, we blew the mock. So we can make our way here. That is quite annoying, as that means we have to bind yet again people for that purpose. But I feel like we really do need a second cotton farm here quite badly. So, going to copy those canals there. I'm pretty sure this will burden the new pump completely again. But with that extra cotton, we can earn us some money. At least I hope so. But it's clear that the weavers currently are consuming all the cotton before it is... well, do they? The last couple of years we were sitting on a constant 0 on the cotton count. Well... Either way, cranking up the textile production is also a nice way of getting ourselves some extra income, so I don't mind that idea at all. So, another mushroom farm is slowly coming together here as well, but I'm really, really concerned. So, we had a death in a brawl, so we really gotta be keeping an eye out on our available tombs here. So people are dying from diseases and brawls. That is, I really need to make sure that there will be a crypt available for everybody. Otherwise, well, let's just say happiness might plummet a bit. So, one of our main interests now should be to earn that denarii. But as it stands right now, I think we are doing a good job, as we have for the very first time a plus 6,000 in our wallet. I think this is because the cut stone and the furniture is starting to get exported again. So we're not receiving only money from pottery and leather right now, but also from furniture and cut stone, and that should make the difference right now. That's a big relief. As with money, we can always get ourselves a easy and cheap way out of problems. And currently, well, let's just say the food clock here is making me kind of nervous. Okay, as it stands, we have more cotton harvest than we managed to get processed. That is, by all means, nothing bad at all. Oh, those look funky. Did I put roads back there again, huh? Anyways. Where was I? Tailor, carpenter, pottery, weaver. So we have that weaver's workshop here. I do consider building a new one, as textiles are a really, really nice way of earning yourself some money as well. But, well, there's that ever-looming pressure of our food here. And insanity is rising. Probably really need to do something about that. I mean, currently it's only 17 of 890. That is really not much. But, well, let's just say we should keep an eye out on that. Okay. So I do see that the coal clock is slowly ticking down. The city is really driving me nuts. Everywhere we go, Syphlonia has some trouble. It's mostly because we don't have an option to use that Sythalon for ourselves. That is here truly the main culprit, as we would be pretty darn well off if this would have been not the case here. We're missing out on a yearly income of 100,000 denarii that we could just earn for ourselves if we'd be exporting that stuff. That is, frankly said, quite a lot. And so, well... Oh, thank you, Jackster. Hell yeah, so... The guild people suddenly remember that we owe chums. That's good. That money will get us some way. Or somewhere, I want to say. This money is so good because we currently are just very much in need of many, many things. And having those denarii means that if anything happens, we can just buy ourselves a big stack of food or upgrade our workshops accordingly. There's many things that we can do simply because we have what we have. So, the next shroom farm does take forever. Well, I did pretty much expect that. And the cotton farm ain't ready yet. So, somebody's suffering exposure. He's taking a dump, obviously. Well, I'm not the one to blame for these kind of accidents. So we pick up a couple of people here again. Let's just make it like this. Small amount of extra odd jobbers to make sure that we get somewhere. And speaking about getting somewhere, this is just not... this is just not good. So first and foremostly, we seem to have not enough hearth space here. If people are freezing to death while there is a hearth here, that is really, really not how it should be. And this darned crypt needs to be copied now, as we might have some real big issues here. So we need gemstone for that. Let's do this as a special import. So special order best. We need 20 of these. So offer, demand. Yikes! This is so costly. Yeah, we don't have that kind of money. So let's see. Can we pay that with something else? For example, stone and wood. I think we can. So we're going to pay with these materials here. As we see here, we're cranking up the value quite decently. Oh, that's so good. Good. So yeah, we're going to increase that like this. Because we surely don't have the necessary denarii for that. Tell you what, you're going to get a little bit more than you paid for. How about that? But we really need that second tomb, as I know what happens if there are no more tomb spaces available. It's going to be a riot. And I don't overestimate that. It's truly, truly something that makes people go completely nuts. They're losing their mind about the fact that there might be no burial spot for them. That's what it does to these poor honkers. But luckily, we were able to import ourselves a portion of gemstone, and that should get the trick done. A slaver, be gone. We are not bartering with slaves here in Syphlonia. We're better than that. So, where are the remaining 4 gemstones? Do I need to look through the marketplaces now? Yeah. Don't make me. So who did grab them? You did grab them. There's always somebody grabbing the gemstones. Well, technically you can use them for, what's it called? For homes, so you can give your people access to these super exclusive, wonderful things, but realistically, we're really far away from that. So, there is another tributary payment. It's tributary payment time. So, 148, we had a pretty similar calculation the last time, so I'm going to give them a little bit more than the previous time. There it goes. And 4 more workers go into the mine. So at least production versus consumption rate are now again pretty okay towards one another. That is giving me quite some breathing room. But at the same time, well, it's just like we need so many more things getting done. We need another weaver. We need another, we need that cotton farm. We need more money. And with that money, we can start importing things that we need or start paying mercenaries to do things for us. Either way, it is now time to unleash the charcoaler. As I think I did put coal on export, didn't I? No, I didn't. So we should do that. So let's stop exporting stone, as I find that very foolish. And we are going to export coal if we are at, let's say, 50% of our capacity. That's more than enough. There we go. And let's stop exporting wood as well. It might be valuable and all, but I really feel like we shouldn't. We just shouldn't. As these are materials that are so heavily in constant demand, and in situations like these, we're now selling away some of the material that we require. Sure, we were, in the previous times, very, very desperately in need of money, so I think it was totally okay to do so in the past, but I think those times are over now. That's what I do think. Alright, so let's pack up a couple of more people here. So the cotton farm won't make my workload collapse immediately. And luckily the first of the tombs is being freed up already. But I just want to make sure that there won't be a sudden case of unhappiness because we don't have a tomb for everybody. Been there, done that. No fun. light on the cotton farms. So yeah, that's not really bothering us too much here. There would be much worse situations that we'd be caught in. All right. So, the pumps are not pumping yet, but that's mostly because things ain't being constructed yet. So, well, the growth of the city has crunched to a crawl, mostly because we are still exporting way too much of the Scythalon. This is really pressing us down tremendously, as, yeah, we just have to pay too much of our wealth away. That's what it is. But okay. I mean, there's a huge amount of timber available here. That'll get us somewhere. But the two charcoalers that we are currently running, we will not be able to sustain them just by by the income of our woodcutters alone. Not gonna happen, sadly. Which is kind of a shame. But we can still manually tuck in that wood as much as we need. So I think this will be okay. So that pump is finally going. And it's still not enough. Dang. Oh, damn. I tells you, these pumps, man. These pumps. So we're going to put up 2 more. There's just so many pump workers here. And no matter what we do, it ain't enough. So, what happened to the shroomers? And why are you guys going unhappy? Ah, a lack of executions. Of course, of course. How dare we? Heads must roll. Okay, we're going to import a small scale of mushrooms here. Again, just to prime that industry. And we're going to dig into the mountain once more. So, mainly because I want to set up more of these mushroom farms. As this will get us somewhere in the long, long, long time frame. Alright, one day somebody will build these cotton farms. But yeah, at least Cephalonia is earning money again. And our consumption rate, I mean, we are on a plus 70. It's just like we're not really able to store much of the food that we got. So, technology-wise, I really want to get the psychology tech down. So it might be necessary for us to set up another lab. So we're going to place it down here. That'll require us to go for a larger road here. There we go. But I do not see any future without, in all honesty. Alright. Life moves on in Cephalonia. These farms, they really look good. I also feel like it is about time for another bakery. Or, so let's see, upgrade-wise, we'd be needing a lot of machinery for that. But on the other hand, our industries are now, well, we are gaining denaries. But tell you what we're going to do, we're going to build one last extra bakery. And then we're going to start upgrading them. It's going to be the last one. But please, build it out of stone. I find it much more reassuring if our buildings are made out of stone, you see. Alright. So, all the things that I'm ordering, they do require so effing much workers. That's really one problem of Siflonia. I mean, technically, it would be no problem to get all the people here that want to work here. But practically, we can't feed all of them. So that's the problem that we're facing here. Yeah, well, quite happy with that little mushroom farm here going. And let's see. Cotton farm number 2 is now online. Brilliant. So, well, worst case scenario, we're going to sell away all the goods that this farm produces. You see? Best case scenario, we're going to earn a lot of money with more, with the extra fabrics here. I mean, these bad boys here aren't fulfilling the needs of the weavers completely. But maybe the numbers are right now not being displayed correctly as we are currently suffering a drought. So this might be also nonsense what we're seeing here. Okay, but finally the irrigations are working again. That little grid here ain't done? Are you kidding me? Jeez. You need so effing many pumps. It's amazing how many pumps you need. But, well, we do get more coal in than we are using right now. And the black gold will soon fill our wallets, I tells you. Up until then, let's be happy about the cotton farm here. And that new bakery, well, I will staff it out immediately once it is fully built. And I mean, this is one of those buildings that just cranks out new food as soon as it is up. So, well, how many workers will we need? Only 11? It's a fairly low amount. So let's pick up 22 people. And let's see. Well, these houses here will be not the most desirable ones, as they are darned loud. Right next to the areas where you normally don't want to live at. But tell you what, sometimes people do have to take a uncomfortable place to live at. And that's just what you have to do. Oh no, I overwrote the walls again. Sheesh, this is a little bit uncomfortable. I really don't like that the road tool can do that. Yours sincerely. Seriously, that is somehow weird. Anyways, not important. Things are working out still. Whoa. There's a big, bad case of homelessness occurring here. But I mean, sure. It's only natural. We are expanding our business. But most importantly, we finally have the new bakery running. And I'm pretty sure this will end a lot of our problems. This will see the end of a lot of our problems. So, yeah. Maybe this is what we need. I placed back a piece of stone ceiling. Or at least I'm trying to. Yep. Looks like normal houses again. Wonderful. Just what I wanted. And here you see it. We're out of cotton, but well, we had a bad harvest year, so probably this is not representative right now. But in the long run, I really hope that this will be getting us somewhere. Okay, so production rate is really high now, and I do assume that we should be bouncing back up on that. I somehow had enough workers to fit in 24 people in here. Well, let's just leave them there. Nice. I didn't expect that to happen, but it did, and it was good. Now then, Another thing on my mind that I always wanted to do the whole time was an orchard. So let's do an orchard. We got here lots of groundwater available, so we can easily make the orchard grow here on the coastline. Let's do this. So this coastline strip here is also quite lush. So all in all, the orchard will be quite productive to begin with. So there we go. I mean, that's the problem. We could put the orchard. So that dimension is... Alright, that is weird. Game's blocking me from looking at the groundwater table. So probably not the most ideal spot for an orchard, but it is also not going to be the largest one then. So I think it's okay. So we're going to make this weird fella here. The weird narrow fella. Jeez. We could go up with this design so much further, but whatever. So, let's not complain. Let's plant trees. And as you can see here, even with that relatively small orchard, we can still achieve quite a lot. So, if we expand this, I think we can fit in another row of trees. Nah, we can't. Okay. That's fine. That's fine. Alright, that'll bind still 20 people, so I think it's more than enough work to begin with. And let's see, groundwater-wise, we didn't go in into a wrong direction there. Brilliant. Accidental screenshots. But here you see it, another person already died. We have a lot of people dying from diseases, so we probably should start working on that. As now my income is getting better, we might be working on a hospital. Let's do that. And psychology. Maybe it's let's do both things at once. All right. So I'd say a hospital is just right next to the restaurant. So if anybody eats something they shouldn't have eaten, there goes. Smart me. There we are. So I'm gonna leave it like that because I think this is already much larger than we actually need. So we need another chest for tools, and we need to buy ourselves some tools. So you ain't got no crates left, don't you? Oh. And here, yeah, plenty. So let's do this. We are going to require tools, and here's another case of exposure. So obviously we do need more hearths down here. So where is the next hearth, as a matter of fact? So... we seriously got none in the mountain yet? Ah, there we go. So I'm quite surprised that we do need another one, but as it seems, nah, we don't. If there's only one occasional case of exposure, let's see. Jeez, I don't want to buy only one tool, you fools. So we're going to buy us a crate of these. That's 50 grand. Jesus. Okay, maybe not. Maybe only 40. That's more of a okay deal. And we are going to give... what do we give? Well, we got lots of grain these days, so... Lots of wood. And it looks as if we are in... as if it is payment time for the Scythalon as well. So let's pay the rest up with cut stone. There we go. Swoosh. And yeah, it's almost time. So yeah, people are... As it seems, it's just not enough hearth, you know? So let's make big hearth. Well, big city needs big hearth. And lots of it too. On the bright side, we are currently cracking up the production on all fields, so that is some really good news. I think we got more than enough crates for fruit available these days, so we should now start to get ourselves something like this. And one of our import depots is now going to import some fruit for us. There we go. So another person died from the cold right in front of a hearth. So yeah. I think this is only solvable by bringing up more hearths, as it is... people are dying in the vicinity of existing hearths. So I think setting up a big one over here should hopefully resolve the issue a little bit. I really do hope so. Anyways, so my good friends, that is where we'll have to end for today again. I really hope you enjoyed the show. I certainly did. And we are going to go in the next one. Oh, we need to pay taxes. Let's do that real quick before we outro for real. So the guild receives these days 16 times 1.6 times 90 is pretty simple this time. It's 160 minus 16. That's 146. No, 144. There we go. Boom, take it. We still got a fair amount of money left and all, so I'm quite happy. So, thanks for watching. Drop me your comments down below. Leave me a thumbs up if you enjoyed. Consider subscribing. And as usual, check out the description box. Plenty of links to go around. Discord, Twitch, where I stream on Fridays and Sundays in the evening hours of the Middle European time zone. And Patreon, PayPal, and Buy Me a Coffee are there for you, alongside with my new channel membership system, which allows you to preview this stuff that I pre-upload and give it a try, or just don't, and take my thanks for being around so long, and special thanks to all the supporters of the channel, of course. See you there. Bye bye.